every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come in playing well on both sides of the ball. Winners of 6 of their last 8 games.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. On the return, it's Pharoh Cooper. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bruce Irvin in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be third down and forever.
Set. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. It fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
19.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. To the left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And the Panthers coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw again, Lawrence. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The starters defensively now for the Seahawks. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
In today's football, there aren't a lot of goals for defenses. But when you hold a team under 100 total yards of offense, yeah, that has to be a goal that was met. Big check mark for them in last week's game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable for Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there, 83 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And there he went quite a ways just to catch that ball. He started out lined up out to the right, caught it on the left side of the field.
So what does that tell us? That there was tremendous protection on that play. Because that's not going to happen very fast to be able to cross all the way from one side of the field to the other. Great job by the offensive line, keeping him upright and plenty of time to find him downfield. And boy, they did it successfully.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Cooper on the return. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here we go now.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive. 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. Back to throw. Lawrence. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And give him a gain of 37.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, Wilson flushed out right. It's caught, Lockett. And he's brought down. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
All right, here we go. Blue, line it. Blue.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence, his throw incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. Third down here. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. When someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
From the gun, Lawrence. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with.
Through an opening, and there he And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that will push him back.
First down.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Now Wilson on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On first down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. Flexing his muscle at the 30. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss.
And it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Niners who have the lead as those two teams play the second quarter. Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head north to Philly. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Marquise Goodwin. 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see there it's the visiting L.A. Rams who have the lead in that one. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He may try and run for this. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It's your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's third down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. To throw on third down. Lawrence, just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down, and now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
So he was holding for that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now, 3rd and long coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Wilson on second down. Staying on his feet. Eluding the pressure right. Still going. They can't stop him. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Wilson being chased out left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Offense.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. To throw on second down. Lawrence looking left side and completing it to Thomas. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Wilson now to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now Wilson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On third down, it's Carson, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, Lawrence looking middle, and it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Back to throw. Lawrence over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A try here for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Seahawks, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Carolina, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here.